everybody, today I'll be sharing my recipe of chocolate cake, which is very moist and it can be used in devil's food cake or an overloaded chocolate cake. It's my favorite recipe and it has never failed me so far. So starting off, take a dry bowl in which we'll be adding all our dry ingredients. I have with me 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour or pastry flour. To this I'm gonna add half a cup of cocoa powder. Try using unsweetened cocoa so that it doesn't alter the taste of your cake. To this I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of baking powder. Next I'm going to whisk all of this together until lightly incorporated. I'm passing this through a sieve once so that it's separated. You don't have to do it necessarily, but I kind of like this because it avoids any lumps. Next I'm going to pass all of this dry ingredients again back to my bowl. Moving on with the wet ingredients, I have with me 1.5 cup of fine sugar or caster sugar. To this I'm going to add half a cup of clear vegetable oil. Make sure that it's flavorless. In this I'm going to break open 2 eggs. Make sure that your eggs are at room temperature. To this I'm going to add a splash of vanilla and whisk it until it's thoroughly combined. Once the mixture is all combined, I'm going to add half a cup of milk. In this mixture, slowly I'm going to add my dry ingredients in parts. So I've just added maybe 1/4 of it. Once that's slightly mixed, I'm going to add another 1/4 of it. And once that starts coming together, I'm going to add the remaining dry ingredient. Make sure that you're not overbeating the mixture and keep it very light. I'm just trying to fold it in. Once that's all folded into the mixture, I'm going to add the last ingredient, which is coffee. Now coffee is something that gives this cake really moist texture. It just enhances the flavor of chocolate. So if you want, you can just go ahead and use some boiling water instead of coffee, but I like using coffee. So I'm taking a whisk and adding strongly brewed hot coffee into my mixture. I'll give this a quick mix. The batter is going to look runny, but that's how it's supposed to be, so don't get scared. Now this is the consistency of the batter. It's liquidy, it's runny, it's not actually like a thick cake batter. I'm going to pour this into my cake pan, which I've lightly greased with vegetable oil and then lined it with a parchment paper. Make sure that you're not filling it up to the brim. I'm going to fill it only halfway. So I'm going to bake this in a preheated oven at 180 degrees. So the cake was in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes and I've let it cool for at least 2 hours. Now I'm just going to invert it on a plate. And that is how the parchment paper helps. It lifts off completely without the cake burning at the ends. So that's how your final cake is going to look like. Now this obviously depends on how you end up decorating your cake, but since this is for someone's birthday, I'm not going to cut it. I have made a similar cake with the same batter, just that the icing is a bit different, and I'll show you how that cake looks like.